fifth time I'm filming this because I am an angry internet goblin today. And my coffee is ice cold. It's time for a new cup of coffee, but I am dead set on putting this out as is by the end of today because I have literally paused my own podcast episode to film this, to explain this to people who do not seem to understand the basic right of consent. So, shall we get into it? Shall we get into it? Right. You remember in school we were taught no means no? Yeah? No? Weren't you paying attention? Okay. Pay attention now, bitch, because I'm going to school you. It is a basic human right if I say no. A basic human right. That goes along with food, water, and a roof over my head and clothes on my back. Basic human right. I'm going to read you the definition of consent. Okay? This is going to be fun. So you have your facts straight. Consent. Consent occurs when one person voluntarily, I'm going to highlight that word, agrees to the proposal and desires of another. Shall I read you the definition of voluntarily? Okay. Get your facts straight, bitches, because I'm going to blow your literal mind about the no means no concept. Voluntarily, of one's free will, of one's own free will. Meaning, you continuously harassing me and then me saying yes after like God knows how long is not voluntary. That is coerced. It is literally coerced into something. Now, I can use these big terms or I can make it simple for you, okay? Boxing is amazing. It's one of my favorite sports. And there was a quote recently that I found while doing research for this because I got really angry and I spewed shit and I decided not to spew shit and actually spew facts. Consent is like boxing. If both parties do not agree to it, then one person is committing a crime. Has that sunk in? If you continue to do it after I say no, that makes you a criminal. Now, harassing someone for sexual favors or extorting them for sexual favors as such, that's a huge crime. And it can really fuck up your life if you continue to do it and you get, reported to, the Labor Department, the CCMA. Now, that's not a threat. That is just a literal fact. Now, angry internet goblin over here is going to explain one or two things to you because people don't seem to understand it. Okay, so I got my research here, right? I'm going to literally read this to you. I'm going to tap on the consent tab because I've got about 4 tabs open for this. Okay, what consent looks like. This is an interesting topic. And no, I did not write notes about this because I want to literally read it to you as it is because I could not say it any fucking better than this. Okay? I need my glasses. What is consent? Consent is an agreement between participants to engage in any activity. Note how it says any activity. Not sexual, not dates, not work. It is any activity. Any activity. That's important to note. Okay? Consent should be clearly and freely communicated. A verbal and affirmative expression of consent can help you both understand and respect each other's boundaries. Consent cannot be given by individuals of underage, incapacitated, asleep, or deemed medically unfit. Okay, we understand that. If someone agrees to an activity under pressure or under intimidation or threat, it isn't considered consent if it is not given freely. So, you harassing someone after they've said no to get what you want out of it, to suit your own agenda, means you are breaking the law. You are literally breaking the human basic right of consent. So, how's it it feel to be a criminal? A literal criminal that could rot in fucking jail, depending on the crime you're committing. Okay. So how does consent work? Consent is about communication. We get that. We understand that. We know that. We do that quite often. And it should happen at any time for every type of activity. Every type of activity. That means if she says no, she doesn't want to go for a walk with you, she's not going for a walk with you, honey. You're gonna go alone. Okay. You can withdraw consent at any point if you feel uncomfortable. So I said yes originally, and now I'm feeling a little threatened or uncomfortable. I can say no? Yes, bitch, you can say no at any fucking time, because consent needs to be given continuously throughout an activity, no matter the activity, in order for it to be considered consent. That is a literal law. Because apparently when I say no, I'm not comfortable with that, that's consent. No, honey. That is me literally withdrawing that consent and saying, you have crossed a boundary and I'm not fucking happy with that. And that goes for every fucking person who has said, please stop. No, I'm not comfortable with that. Go the fuck away. I'm getting that emotional attachment to this again, because this is literally so irritating. It is 2020 fucking 1. Why do I need to explain this to you again? We were taught this as kids. We were taught as kids in school. No means no. So why, at the age of fucking 27, do I need to teach it to you again? Shall I continue? Consent does not look like this. This is my favorite part. Refusing to acknowledge no. A partner who is disengaged, non-responsive, or visibly upset. So when I tap your hand away from my fucking hip, I am literally saying there's a boundary there. Do not continue to do it. Assuming wearing certain clothes, flirting, or kissing is an invitation for anything more. Someone being under the legal age, someone being incapacitated. Assuming you have permission to engage in a certain act because you have done it in the past. And I might just add, assuming someone being nice to you is giving you consent. This is something that I've actually had a discussion with multiple professionals on a regular basis recently, because it seems that certain parties that I'm addressing today, and you know who you are, do not understand the point of, okay, so me being nice to you is not me flirting. Me being nice to you does not give you consent to touch my hip. Me being nice to you does not give you the consent to fucking harass me about something I have said no about in the past. Because me getting harassed to say yes is not fucking consent. And this is not just about me. This is about every fucking person who's had to say no continuously to people who, just don't get the message. So let me make this clear for you. When a woman says no or a man says no, bye. Go away. Take that thing you're trying to convince them to do and shove it. Because it is not something for you to continue to do. When somebody says no or doesn't express interest in something, does not mean you get to continuously harass them to get their interest into it. Because that is making you a criminal against the law. Now I can go into depth on this on a blog post or another video, but I think I have blabbered enough and I've made the basic concept of this pretty fucking simple. No means no. If you continue to do it, you're a fucking criminal and we can send you to jail. Has this computed yet? I don't know. Maybe I'll make another one of these in the future and you'll get a little deeper in with me, but I'm done with this topic today. I'm literally sweating because I'm so fucking angry and my coffee is cold and I'm not happy about either of those. I'm going to go make another cup of coffee. I'm not even going to attempt to warm this one up because it's been over 2 hours. And I'm going to leave you to deduce what exactly I meant by this, because it is so fucking simple. It is so simple. No means no. It means please don't talk to me again. Please don't bring it up again. It is not up for discussion. Have I made myself clear yet? Cool, great. Peace. Regular scheduled self-care next week.